Hello! Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to take good product photos for your Etsy or Goimagine listings. This is something that a lot of people struggle with. It takes a long time to get good at. I have had some terrible photos listed on my posted on my listings for quite a while, and I worked at it a lot before it got good. Okay, maybe they're not even great yet, but they're at least pretty good. The first thing I wanted to say about taking photos is you need natural light if possible. So normally to have great product photos, you need natural light. There is some natural light outside of my house at the moment, but it has been raining all day. A lot of photographers suggest doing your photos outside, but sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes I will literally set something on this windowsill and take a photo of it. As you can see, there's a really cool wood pattern on my windowsill, so I will take something like this and actually take a photo of it right here. And my items are small enough to do this. Now, of course, it's a windowsill, so if you have large items, that's not really going to work. You don't want all this other crap in the background of your photo. That's going to look pretty silly. So if you have lack of light, I recommend a light box. So I have this light box here. Woo! Yes, very bright. So then I can place the item on here. And that is the next best thing to having natural light. And you can take the photo from this circle at the top, which most of the light boxes have, and then you can also take it like this. Depending on what you have going on, you can also lean it against the back. You know, you can take pictures of larger items. This is a pretty small light box. This is not an item that I sell. This is just a backdrop. I like to use some different things in the background sometimes. So here's a couple of the things that I sometimes use in the background of my photos. Most light boxes come with these mesh kind of covers in different colors. I don't like these. I don't like these little holes in it. I think it just adds too much weird texture to the photo. I think if I wanted to use something kind of like this, I would like to use a fabric instead. Maybe a fluffy fabric or something would look better in my opinion. You can also do a light ring like this sucker right here, and this has a tripod in the middle of it. It's kind of hard to see because the light is so bright. There you go, a tripod in the middle of it. If you can't hold the camera really steady and lean up against something while you go to take a photo and keep it really steady, then you need to use some kind of tripod. So I have this tripod right here. I also have this tripod, if you can see it. It's got these flexible legs. It's having trouble. There we go. It really didn't want to close up on it, probably because of all the weird lights in here. It's got these flexible legs, and so I can really find ways to use this as well. But you need to have the camera really steady when you go to take the picture. That's really important to get a clean, crisp picture. The other major tip that I have for taking good photos is to make sure that you take a lot of photos. Don't just take 1 or 2 photos of your item. You should take multiple photos, even if you think they're exactly the same. Take multiple photos, and then you're going to do a lot of editing once you have those photos in your phone or camera. You don't have to have a fancy camera. I have a Samsung 9, I think it is. As long as you don't have a super old cell phone, generally a cell phone will work. It just depends. Make sure your camera lens is clean. I keep my phone in my pocket, in my purse, and so one kind of handy thing with my phone, which probably a lot of them do it, is they give me a warning when my camera is dirty, and it's like, it'll probably take a better photo if you clean the lens. Super helpful because, you know, sometimes you just don't notice those things, but it is really important that you take multiple photos from different angles, take photos up close, take photos from far away. I'm going to add at the end of this video some before and after editing, and also some different programs that I use for editing. I use a program called Snapseed. It's free. and it does a lot of like brightening and cropping, rotating, you know, all the basic stuff. And then I use Canva Pro, and the one reason why I need the Pro membership is because I remove the backgrounds. If you don't need to remove the backgrounds and you take the photo on a good background to start with, you don't have to have a Pro membership. And there's also other programs out there that you can use to remove backgrounds. A lot of them cost money, but not all of them. Generally speaking, if they're free, they're just a little bit slower, they'll take a little bit longer, but they still work. So to recap, my tips on the best possible photos for your products is try for natural sunlight if you can. If you are doing that, make sure it's not direct sunlight. Make sure you're in the shade a little bit. If not, then a light box is kind of your second option. And then make sure that you can keep the camera steady when you take pictures. If you can't, then get a tripod to help you keep the camera really steady. And then as far as backgrounds are concerned, I really like this craft paper. That's an option. Of course, plain white paper is definitely an option as well. Don't be afraid to play around with some kind of props or something to keep on your display as well. And then I also have this handy item here, which allows me to add measurements next to my item. And I can put numbers here, and then people can see the size of it right away. You can also set a quarter or a ruler next to the item, and that will help people see the size as well. So you have multiple options for that. Don't be afraid to get really close to your item. Take some pictures of the detail up close and personal. You know, show the ugly side of your item, the back of it. These are magnets. I would normally have a picture with a magnet attached to the back of it. That way the customer can see what that would look like on the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to be true in color and true in what it would really be like. And the whole point of this is to make the customer feel like they are experiencing the item just the way they would if they were inside the store and picked it up off the shelf. So if you can give them as close to that experience as possible, that is going to help so much with your sales and keep people from returning the items as well, because they'll actually be happy with the item and they got what they thought they were going to get. So those are my tips for you. Also, don't forget to edit your items and check out some links below for some different programs that you can get. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get paid to send you to these sites, but there are some great places to get some quick, easy editing options. Like I said, Canva Pro is not free, but regular Canva is, and Snapseed is free. And I will also put a link to the different tripods that I have. I think I got them both on Amazon, so I should be able to link those. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or interesting in any way, please consider subscribing to my channel. I help Etsy and Goimagine sellers with tips, tricks, and shop critiques. And also like this video. Thank you.